bet.
Right, it's a dangerous bet.
It's a high-stakes bet.
But it's the most
Not
exciting.
for me, because I couldn't lose.
Right, well, it was the
You're
most,
a winner, right?
It was the most exciting type of gambling I've ever been involved.
So what happened?
So Norm, a couple of weeks in a row, wins like $100,000.
Oh my God!
I mean, because we were.
You're proud of that,
You know what
right?
we were doing?
I was on a hot streak.
He was, and you know what we were doing? We were betting on. It was the '98 NBA Finals, and we were betting on
That's right.
the Bulls and the Utah Jazz.
Utah Jazz,
Right.
Lowest.
So Norm, like 3 weeks in a row, wins wins $100,000.
Wow.
And
you couldn't stop there, Norm, right? You couldn't say, I got a couple of hundred.
The guy.
I'm done.
Well, here's what happened. He gave
Now
it
I
all.
can buy the biggest house in Albuquerque and be that guy.
Here's what happened. He gave it all back, and then he was even again. Now Norm loses 3 weeks in a row.
Oh my God.
About the same amount of money. And Norm, being a good man, pays the guy off. Now, a couple of those weeks, I would win like $8,000, and we'd pick up the money from Norm. There'd be a shopping bag of hundreds. Like the kid I was going in with, the runner for the bookies, a kid I grew up with. You know, I was like, he's like, I don't want to go into New York by myself. It's a lot of money. So we would go in, and he'd get the shopping bag of $100,000 from Norm, and we would drive to this like factory in Jersey, and he'd peel off my $8,000 that I wanted. Didn't even make a dent in the fucking.
How do you know Norm wants this on the air?
We were told. Well, he knows what I'm
He
going to
likes
say.
it.
He knows
Yeah,
what
yeah.
This is a long time ago, man. He's a
right.
different guy.
Yeah.
So.
No, he's not.
Well, but listen to what happened, and this is why I don't talk to this kid anymore.
Right.
So Norm, being an honorable guy, pays off every week.
Right.
So now here comes the last game of the Utah Jazz versus the Bulls. Norm Lightning's $1,000 on the over.
Okay.
On the under. That's right.
No, I went over. You went under. It was the
No. I bet the over. You bet the under because you won.
It was the lowest scoring.
Lowest score.
And you had
won.
the under.
The over. So it was the lowest scoring game.
Right, but
And you had the under.
and
You
had
won.
the under. You
No,
won.
he had the over
Had the
because it was
over.
the lowest scoring game.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Well, I'm trying to figure. Right. Okay. Exactly. So I bet the under,
Right.
and he bet the over. Okay. $1,000. Now I only bet $200 a point, but Norm bet at that. So I had to deal with this. It was the lowest scoring game in the history of the NBA. The Jazz only scored like 45 points. Like Jordan just shut them down single-handedly. So I lost like $9,000 on the game at
Wow.
200 points. But Norm won like 110,000.
Wow.
Okay, so now he's even with the guy who wins $110,000. So now Norm comes into New York. We're doing press for Dirty Work, and he's at this hotel. And I said, I'm going to go get the money, and I'll bring it to you. So I call the guy up, and the guy goes, listen, man, I'm sorry. Tell Norm I can't find the guy. And I said, what? He says, tell him I can't find the guy. The bookie just took off on me.
Whoa.
So I said, first of all, now listen, you got to, like, I knew Norm for a little while. But I had just gotten the movie with Spade. I said to this guy, I said, listen, you're fucking me up here, man. This is a guy I work with. I said, Norm could easily call Spade and say, this jerk off is ripping me off. He could get me fired from the movie. You're fucking me here. He's a good friend of mine. He paid you everything. First of all, what bookie
So you
wouldn't
never
want
got
that
paid?
business?
Wow.
I had to go to the hotel. I had lost the $9,000 I lost, I gave to Norm.
That's
Right.
true.
And I said, because I said I'm not going to give it to him. So I kept begging the kid, and he kept sticking. Like, obviously, Norm thinks, and I think, he was the bookie.
Yes.
Right.
We
Of course.
both think that,
Yeah.
but yet we're not saying his name.
Right. We're protecting him.
And but you see,
So he
Norm
can continue.
Norm
We
could
don't
have-
want our
Norm
So
could have
in other
easily
words, when
believed-
you gave so now that I hear this story, it's good you gave up gambling
Yes, it
because
is.
really it is because you can't teach your son these things.
My son's a good kid.
Right.
My son's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
But also, Artie keeps gambling with people he can't get paid
I know.
from.
Well, now this
Artie was up $70,000 and couldn't get it.
Did you hear
Same
that?
deal.
Yeah, same deal.
Not the same guy.
Different guy. Same story.
I won 78,000 on the NFL playoffs, and the guy gave me 18. He can, but you know,
Scum.
again, it's
Scumbags.
like
And you can't go to the police. They're not
Yeah,
interested.
right.
in
There was
that.
no,
nothing
one
to
guy, I
do.
remember with this guy, they go, why don't you break his legs? I'm like, what the fuck? Why don't you kill him? I'm like, yeah, that'd be a good thing.
Well, I tried to
Kill a man.
And you'll go to jail.
I go to jail.
You've never killed anyone, have you?
What?
No, you've never killed anyone. All right, listen.
I
Norm-
tried to tell. I said, listen, if Norm was an asshole, he could have said, look, obviously you're in on it with this guy. I never want to talk to you again. But
Right.
he believed me.
Of course. Who wouldn't believe you?
But what did Bernie Brillstein say to you that time? I was trying to, when you won the money playing craps, what did Bernie say to you?
Bernie, yeah, he just passed away. He was a great guy.
Did you go to the funeral?
Yeah.
A lot of celebrities?
I didn't go.
You didn't go?
You didn't go?
No.
You are a recluse.
I was actually kind of sad.
Well, that's why you go.
Yeah.
I know, but I knew people would be making jokes and stuff like that.
You
What
don't
did he
wanna
say? He
No,
said,
yeah, I won this money at craps back when I was married, and I didn't know what to do. I never won money before. And I said, hey, Bernie, man, I got all this money. I just won at craps. You know, he goes, first of all, don't tell your fucking wife. That's the first thing. Then, you get a safety deposit box at the Mirage, but only put 10,000 in that one. You had a big long explanation, like it had happened to him like
He knew
50
exactly
times.
what to do.
Isn't it great when you ask someone what to do and they know? It's just amazing. Sam Simon, quickly, yes, because Norm is on a schedule. He has to get
Hi,
over to the,
Sam.
I think, to the gay channel or something. He's going to describe how to find out if someone's gay. Sam, go ahead.
Hey, the funniest thing I think ever happened to Norm, and now that he's revealed that he's a degenerate gambler, is he moved into a new building.
Oh, Christ, yeah.
What?
Howard already likes it. So anyway, so he moved into a new building. In the meantime, there are casinos in L.A. now that are in warehouses and condos, and they have high-stakes poker game and sports betting and dealers and security and bars and food and everything. They're just like regular Vegas casinos and card rooms, except they're just private, and for some reason they're just sprouting up all over the place. So I get invited to one, and Norm has told me the address of his building or the street that it's on, his new building that he just moved into. And I'm looking around for this place, and I say, I think this is Norm's building. So I go inside, I go in, I play poker all night, whatever, and they have girls and bars and everything. And I go home and I look up, and I had called Norm. Norm, go ahead.
No, yeah, it's right next door.
Anyway,
But you live next door to this
I live
place?
next door to a casino.
Now, let me ask you something.
It's the worst luck
When
of all
you live
time.
next door to a casino, so that's terrible for you.
Yeah.
he just found it, forget how bad it would be if you moved into a new building and there's a casino.
Right inside.
This is Norm. It's 25 feet from his front door.
They must have wiped you out,
Next
right?
door neighbor. No, I haven't gotten in yet.
You don't worry
actually,
about money. Like you don't worry that you
No,
could lose it all.
of course I do.
I would hope so. I would think so. Do you have investments and things?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I don't have investments.
You don't have any investments.
No.
It's all in a mattress somewhere. It's on a shopping
I'm
bag.
in a bank or whatever.
With Canadian money.
You trust these banks?
But I went up to that. I went to that casino because the guy called me in, Sam.
Yeah.
And
Levon.
yeah, Levon.
All right. Hey, Sam, I
He's
got to
like-
go.
Okay,
Thanks.
right.
All right, Sam Simon.
You know when you get
everyone.
together,
Guys,
he's right.
I was gonna say, when you get together and you tell stories about losing and gambling,
Yeah.
all of Sam's stories about a bad experience in gambling is he won so much he can't carry his chips.
The great Norm MacDonald, and go see him. Norm MacDonald, the richest man in town. Go
Yes,
see him.
in most towns.
In most towns, he's
Man
the
owns a Lincoln.
Lincoln Continental.
Guy's got a Coupe de Ville.
Great seeing you, Norm. Don't stay away so many years next
No,
time.
absolutely
All
not.
right, the great Norm MacDonald. We'll be
Respect.
back right after this.
Norm,
Yes, sir.
lightning bets. You've piqued my interest. I've never heard of that before.
You don't want to do that
It's a
shit.
gambler's heroin.
It is. It is like crack because from the beginning of the game,
Right, your heart's racing.
like if you have the over, you start the game down 180,000.
Norm, thanks for coming down today, man.
Thanks, man. Respect.